This is the silver bullet trading strategy. And this method of trading was introduced by ICT himself. And he said in his own words that this strategy will help you quit your job in 90 days. And this is exactly how you trade it. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you this trading strategy introduced by ICT himself. And I'm going to explain in details how you can go about trading this strategy that will give you up to 75 to 80% win rate. And that will only be attainable if you do it right. Okay. So first of all, as you can see on my screen that I identified in between this time, there is a specific time you need to trade this strategy. And it is between 10 to 11 New York time. Okay. You can see here on your trading view, you can go on your trading view here. You set your time to UTC -4. That is the New York time. Okay. So when you do that, you come exactly 10 o'clock, you have to 11. That means you have 1 hour to trade every single day. That is the greatest advantage of this trading strategy because you have just 1 hour to trade and it is very, 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 very advantageous. Okay. Rule number 2, you are trading this strategy on the 1 minute time frame. I see people going 5 minutes. You can trade on the 1 minute time frame or even less. The 1 minute is the ideal time frame to trade the silver bullet method. Rule number 3, I don't know if this is really a rule, but the most preferable instrument to trade is this E-mini S&P 500 futures. Okay, you can see the instrument here, E-mini S&P 500 futures 2023. I want you guys to please pay attention to this video. Pay attention to this particular trading strategy because I heard about this thing like a few weeks, about 1 month ago or something like that. And I've been testing it ever since then. It is crazy. And the more you test it, the more your eyes have been trained to see these setups. So without speaking or talking too much, I will jump right into it right now. Now, this is exactly how to trade the silver bullet method. So first of all, you have to mark out your territory, okay? When I say mark out your territory, meaning I want you to mark out your trading time zone, okay? You're trading from 10 to 11. So you have to mark out 11 here as well, okay? Something's obscuring my view here, guys. Just chill out. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, right. Now we're trading from 10 to 11. So we have to look for 11 o'clock here. This is our trading zone. This is the area where we are looking for setups. Setups must be formed inside this box, okay? So anything outside this box that I put on the screen here, let me put it here. So liquidity grab is the first thing you need to look out for. So what I'm trying to say is, once you have your zones marked out, liquidity is simply highs and lows outside your zone, meaning out and lows. Once you mark your high out like this, okay, and you mark your low out like this. Good. After marking these highs and lows, you have to now wait for one side liquidity to be grabbed. Then you look for what? A change of character, meaning a shift in market structure. Once you've seen that, you look for what? Your fair value gap. On that fair value gap, you enter on the fair value gap and you take the market to one direction, okay? So now, workspace. Which side of liquidity was grabbed first? Inside our workspace, you will see that it's one working space, meaning this low was grabbed immediately. Our trading time entered. This low was taken out. So now what we want to see is a change of character. So as you can see here, after the market grabbed liquidity to the downside, it started pushing up, doing what? Changing character here. Okay, changing character here, sweeping out this high, this last high. This is the last high before the push down, right? This is the last high here. So the market changed this fair value gap. A fair value gap is imbalance. That is, it is a 3 candlestick pattern where the first candle and the third candle, the first candle's high does not touches the last candle, the third candle's low. Meaning, you can see here the wick of this black candle is here. Then the wick of this, there's a space here. This gap in this video is not. I'm not breaking everything down details. You should know these things by now. All right. So I'm going to highlight this gap like this. Once I see that, okay, this sell side liquidity here has been character. And now when the market changes character, boom, I go to the third step, which is looking for my fair value gap. And once I identify it, I place a buy limit order, right? The order sitting there. And so my stop loss is there. Okay. This price has no reason to come down all the way here. If the price is coming down all the way here, then it is not a valid fair value gap that you've chosen. So you're looking for the next high to 1.5 or whatever that suits you, whatever suits you. Manage your trades the way you want. I look for the next high. That's how I personally do it, which is this week. You can see this big push here. Market, there was a very big push here to the upside, closing this candle like this, continuing here before dropping. So this is the newest, this is the latest high here before this one. So as you can see here, this trade would have worked. Show you two more examples. This way you kind of get, like understand this thing, seeing it from different charts and different setups. They look different sometimes, so you have to train your eyes to see them. So without further ado, let's go to the next. Okay, this is another trading setup that I've found. This is 10 o'clock to 11, saying from the first example that I showed you guys, you mark out your workspace. Once you have your workspace, you need to identify liquidity. So where is liquidity? And this high losses up and down. There's always stop losses there. So that is liquidity. All right. So right here, we've identified liquidity, the buy side liquidity, which is that boom. Then secondly, we see that market has changed character. Market has done what? It has changed character to the downside here. You can see that price push all the way down, breaking these lows, changing character, putting us in a bearish sentiment. Our fair value gap. So where exactly is our fair value gap? Is it up here? No, it isn't, because why? This candle and this one, their wicks elapse each other. This one, this last black candle low, and this candle, there's a space that is existing. There's a space that coexists inside this candle, which is our fair value gap. Okay, I'm doing this especially. Okay, so now I'll highlight this gap, this tiny space here, guys. So price, how the algorithm works is price fills spaces in the market. And its inefficiency in the market must be filled, meaning anywhere that is a gap in the market comes back to fill it. All right, this candle weak and this candle's high, right? There was a gap here, gap and dropped. The price will do anything in its power, anything possible. The price will do as much as possible to fill all of these gaps. Even if it doesn't fill it right away, it will in the future. It has to fill it. That is, look at this big candle. You see this week, you see this other week here, you see this biggest week here. They run inside this space to fill it before price continuing to the upside. You can go anywhere and look for all these examples. Even this one, if you stretch away, you see that, guys, fair value gaps is the future of trading. It is the present and it is the future of trading. Fair value gaps, very, very effective, okay? Price has to fill these spaces. So if you can trade off of these spaces, guys, the price just skyrockets. That is exactly what will happen. So this is why this trading strategy is very, 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 very important that you learn and master this, okay? So first of all, we have change of character right here. Third of all, we have seen our fair value gap. After what they call pending orders, you don't do market executions here, like you're going to be left behind. Always put pending orders at the opening of your zones like this, and your stop loss above this high. And just aim for these lows here. I told you I like to aim for the highs and lows, all right? So right there would have been a sweet and successful trade. This is the second example. So now let us move on to the third example. And here we are on the third example. So here you can see that I've marked out, always mark it out. You can see here on this blue highlighted text here, you can see that 10:11. It is a 1 hour trading session. So please do trade this strategy inside this particular time frame. Okay, 1 hour from 10 to 11 New York time. Make sure it's E-mini. That's what I've tested it on. I've not tested it on any other pair. This is exactly what I've tested it on, and it works on a 1 minute time frame. Okay, don't go and do something else and come here and say, oh, this is not financial advice, by the way. It's just something that I saw on the internet. Do not go down the comment sections and start typing stuff. Okay, now let's get to it. First of all, first step one is identify liquidity. We have a low here that I've marked out. We have a high before our session, okay? Good, so don't go and look for this high here. No, the last have them marked out. We have to look for the side that has been swept first. And here the sell side liquidity was taken first. And after that, where did that happen? It happened here. This is our last high that was breached. Look at this week here. I want you to pay attention. Pushing above this high, our new high. This is the new high. This week pushed above that. And you just have to look at price very detailedly. Don't just ignore some certain things. A week alone is price, okay? So this is a push. And this, to me, is a change of character. And after that, so looking at this price leg from here to here, this is the fair value gap. So what you do here is you get a buy. Like I told you, once this happens, you have this breach, this black candle here, breaching these highs. You're very, very attentive. You have just 1 hour to trade. You don't look left. You do not look right. Stare at your screen. Watch every candle form and close. And keep your eyes very, very close. Okay? Now, your stop loss goes my TP, I'll keep my TP here. It depends on you. Maybe you want to hold it. Maybe you just aim for 1-to-1 and that's okay for you. I'll aim for the next high, which is this one. This is a 2.3R, which is really, really good. Imagine trading like this and attaining a 80% win rate, guys, on a funded account is something else. I'm going to be entering deep on this particular trading style with my team. I have a VIP team. We are going to be diving in on this like crazy this coming week. So if you're not part of that team, there's a link down below to join. It's $50 a month. I mentor and I answer your questions, and we do Zoom meetings every week. Then there's a public group which is free. I share some of my setups there, and I post some recent maybe updates and stuff like that. So if you want to join that one for free, the links are all down below. So thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Gislen. And this channel is a free channel where we share trading tips. So if you don't mind, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching again.